Hello guys, Solitary Gaming here, back from our part of Euphoria, and let's get started. Nemu was out cold as I took all the items away from her and tossed them back into the box. So the third door will open now. I glanced over at Nemu. She hasn't reacted to the voice at all. Was she just unconscious or just exhausted? There's no point in me calling out to her. I just leave her alone in. She had fallen unconscious face up. Her body was convulsing slightly or not. I held my breath as I stared intently at her from a distance. Is she dead? Is she dying? I looked at her chest and lips. What was this? Her white skin and face. Something wasn't right. Nemu! The moment I realized what that something was, I immediately get on top of her. I placed my ear to her chest. Her heart was still beating. After that, I placed my finger to her lips. She wasn't breathing. Shit! I shouted and lifted her jaw up. I placed my hand on her forehead and pinched her nose, securing her respiratory tract. I took a deep breath and placed my mouth on hers, then began to blow inside. Ha! After that, I removed my mouth from hers. Took another deep breath and blew it into her mouth once again. I repeated that over and over. I was sure that her lungs were receiving the air I was saying to them by watching her chest rise up and down. I continued to taking deep breaths and blowing air into her mouth. I just kept doing that over and over, doing that again and again. I was in such panic that I didn't even notice the arms wrapped around my neck. I was pulled towards her without even a moment to think. Oh, she's alive. My mouth-to-mouth recitation turned into a deep kiss from Nemu after she came to. Really, Nemu? Her hot, wet tongue invaded my mouth and began to twine around my own. She loves kissing, alright. Her son kissing me like that made me reflexively try to tear her off of me. But I couldn't do it considering the position we were in. I couldn't figure it out. Why would she kiss me now? It was far too intense a kiss. She was tenacious. I was honestly somewhat terrified from how feverish her kiss was. She completely toyed with and consumed me at this rate. No, this wasn't an ordinary kiss at all. She just wanted air. The degree of strength she used to wrap arms around my neck couldn't be properly described. Still, though, I attempted to grab her arms and cut it out. Yeah. I had to use all my strength to pry her arms and lips off me. I pushed her aside and stood back up. She half got up and sat on her knees with her legs to the side, breathing heavily. I, on the other hand, roughly wiped my mouth with the sleeve of my uniform. What the hell are you doing? Confusion, relief, and shock spun around my head, mixing together and changing to rage. When had she come to? I was seriously at my wits' end because she had stopped breathing. She okay? She stood up and I promptly took a step back. I had enough of her teasing. Maybe she's just faking all this time. Maybe she had just voluntarily stopped breathing to trick me. She reached out for me and touched my cheek. Don't look at me with that pained face. I had more than my fair share of you manipulating me. Yeah, why? Why was she making that face? I was sick of reacting to every little thing she did. Her lips moved about. She seemed to want to say something. The look on her face. Was that all just an act too? If so, that really did make her an awful person. But... I couldn't hear her whisper. Her lips trembled. It seemed like she was about to cry. She brought her face towards mine. Stop it. Why are you looking at me like that, Nemu? She was so close to me that I could feel her breath. My own face reflected to her pretty eyes. Again, I felt her breath on my lips. I grabbed her arms and pushed her away. Oh, Nemu, you never change. She was laughing, I knew it. I knew she was up to something again. Again, she tricked me again. She continued to laugh as she wiped tears away with her fingers. What's the point of making me scared? Make me scared you're gonna die. Really, you're laughing at me? She completely fooled me. She completely deceived me. For what reason, though? There wasn't even any room for me to make any excuses. For amusement? Shut up. Her hands crept along her own body. She gently stroked her body in an obscene manner, as though reflecting on what I had done to her throughout the third phase. I don't want to ever experience that. As good as it sounds, she'll just ban you. How do you know what I want? Everything that I want? Shut up, Nemu. What? When did I ever say that I wanted that? What? It's too late for that now. And you're saying that you're different, right? You're weird. You're really weird. Go die alone. I don't have time for that. I'm different from you. Yeah. I felt a song that had to state what that was. I do, from the bottom of my heart, I'm different from you. What? What? Is she hinting at something? That's not true! I could feel my palms getting sweaty. What she had said had no basis in reality, yet I felt like she had cornered me. Because you're crazy. Stop it already, don't say anything else. My throat began to dry up. Her words were like a cobweb dripping with sweet honey, wrapping around my body and mind, paralyzing me. I couldn't. I had to say otherwise, and I had to do that quickly. I'm different from you. I managed to force those words from my dry lips. I'm not the same. She pressed me more for her words, easily destroying my weak objection. Never! Like hell I will. How did our conversation reach that point? This was too far of a leap in logic. You're insane. It's kind of clear now she is. Yeah, I'll never be your possession. She shrugged after I refused. She didn't act shocked at all, and that only served to irritate me more. Couldn't tell if she was serious or just messing around. I will never say yes. What does she mean by that? It was as though she was saying she could claim me whenever she pleased if she got serious. Okay. She held her hand out to me in an elegant manner. It was like she was a fine lady having her servant or butler help her out walk. She had no doubt that I would take her hand. You can walk on your own, can't you? She smiled as she pulled her hand back. She headed for the shower room with a leisurely gait. The door closed with a faint noise. Damn it, I couldn't help but swear. She relentlessly toyed with me, so much that I had no room to counterattack. I could just imagine her snickering to herself in the shower room. I was pissed with myself. Just how much longer would I put with her tricking me? Her. Her look from earlier came to mind, that serious pain look on her face. Was that, along with that deep kiss, just a means of teasing me with? It was so frustrating.
あなたもシャワー浴びたら
She came out looking refreshed. She asked me that, like we just finished doing something normal. I'm good.
でもいい加減匂うわよ。そんなマンコ汁とザーメンの匂い
You
を
love
プ
being
ンプン漂わせて
explicit, don't
い
you?
ると他の子を怖がらせちゃうわよ。
I was at a loss for words. I glared at her before heading for the shower room. I closed the door and twisted the shower handle. That bitch. She's such an annoyance. I lathered my body with soap and rinsed myself off before changing into the set of clothes that was prepared. It was my uniform. The material and design was identical to my normal one. I could sense how thorough the game master was with everything. Nemu was staying there waiting for me as I exit the shower room. She signaled to me with her eyes. She began to approach me, but I stopped her, instead opting to quickly head for the door to the main room. I didn't want to talk to her at all anymore. We left the room and stood in our designated spots.
会場者と会場済みの鍵穴を確認しました。
The lamp above the door turned green and the door opened. The third one, huh?
3ターンが終了しました。
Just 2 more turns and it should be over.
これよりインターバルに入ります。インターバルの時間はモニタに示されます。インターバルの終了と同時に次のターンに入ります。
30 minutes. Large red digital numbers were displayed on the monitors in the center of the room. The numbers ticked down with every second. Their interval was for 30 minutes. A momentary reprieve. I wanted to rest my head and body as much as I could. But 30 minutes would pass by in a flash if I closed my eyes for a bit. I was tired. I approached the monitors and brought up the rules. I knew what turn the game would end on, but I wanted to check it again with my own eyes. 5 turns in total, with 3 complete as of now. 2 more turns and it would be over. I was honestly exhausted. I wanted the game to end as soon as possible. The content of this game being held in this white world was the same as the desire smoldering in my chest. I was tired, even though I was able to do exactly what I wanted in the world I wanted to be in. The arousal I felt upon seeing Class Rep's atrocious figure had long since passed. Had I grown tired of all this? Do I no longer like it, or do I just not want to do it anymore? Was I beginning to get sick of this unlocking game, just like how you get tired of eating the same thing over and over, no matter how delicious it was? No, he just wants more. That wasn't it. I was tired, and I was getting bored of this game. I had even gone so far as to want this game to end. But when the unlocking is occurring, I found myself more aroused and excited than I ever been before. These logistic feelings were a direct reaction to that arousal. My lust and urges had sunk to the bottom of the sludgy swamp in my chest, and in an even deeper part of my chest was a volcano about to blow. The very swamp itself would change if the volcano erupted and its magma tore through the water's surface. The water would evaporate and begin to solidify. The water was my very own heart. It was filled with stagnant, muddy water, yet I was still able to coexist with other beings. But those beings would die if the volcano erupted. It would be a scorching world of death. What Nemu deemed my true desires were the volcano and its magma, and that would undoubtedly destroy and alter my heart. She wants me to go crazy. My life would break down, and everything would be swept away by the magma heat. Only my urges would be left. There would be no coexistence. I didn't want that. I didn't want myself, the world, and everything to definitively change.
Senpai!
It's Rika! Hearing Makiba's bright voice made me lift my head up. I'd sunk deep to thought, but my consciousness soon began to rise back to reality. I noticed that Makiba had gleefully rushed up to Nemu.
Nemu senpai, 本当にお疲れ
Oh,
様
it's
で
been
した。
Nemu senpai.
大丈夫ですか
Oh, you're so nice to her now that she's nice to you. You just care about her now, not me. Really? Just because she let you stay in the room? I was a bit surprised. Look at that sun change. She was so terrified of Nemu before. What happened between them? Well, anytime anyone's nice to her, she tries to suck up to them. This is where I'll be stopping off for today. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Hope you guys enjoy this part of Euphoria. And please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. And please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.